What type of buyer will you be once you start your home buying process? Are you going to be the FOMO buyer, that fear of missing out, so therefore you gotta see every single home that hits the market that's in your price point? If that's you, if you have those tendencies, then I need you to keep watching this video. My name is Trinette, and thank you for clicking on Car Conversations with a Realtor. I just sometimes pull over randomly so I can make these videos, put you up on game as it relates to purchasing a home within the next 12 months. Now, to all of my FOMO, my fear of missing out buyers, this is for you. I need for you to not be this type of buyer because it drives you crazy, it drives us crazy, and it drives the sellers crazy. Okay? So if you feel like you have to see every single house before you make a decision, that's problematic. That means you either have an issue with committing, or you're not a serious buyer, or you haven't taken the time to fully assess what it is that you're looking for in your new home. But to say that you have to see 20 houses or 30 houses, or it's taken 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and you still have not found a home, then there's an issue with that. That means you have an issue with making a commitment once you found the it house. Now, let me help you. There is not a perfect house, friend. I promise you it's not. It's a perfect house for you, but there is not a perfect home. Even if you were to build it from scratch, from ground up, you would still, once it's fully completed, you will still go inside another home or see something on HGTV and say, man, I wish I would have put that in my house. Or man, only if I would have thought about that. Or if I would have had the budget to add that. There's always going to be something more. There's always going to be something greater. And because that is true, if you can't find contentment, then you're going to always feel like you're missing out. Listen, while there's not a perfect home, there is what's called the it house, the it home. You can find the it house, and you'll know it, friend. I promise you, when your realtor turns the key and you step inside that home, you know if it's the it house. You're gonna feel it. And even if you try to suppress it because you have this habit of not showing your true expression, or even if you do express it, you still suppress it because you know in your mind, even though you're walking through this house and it's checking off all the boxes, you've already told yourself you're not making an offer today. You just want to see it. You're not going to pull the trigger. You just want your realtor to get up, schedule a showing, have the sellers leave the house so you can come and see it, knowing that you're not going to make an offer. That right there is a problem. You need to know, make a list of all the things that are most important to you. What are your must-haves? I must have 4 bedrooms because I have 3 kids. I must have an office because I work from home. I must have a backyard because I have small children or I want to get a dog. There are things that are must-haves. Then there are things that are wish list. The goal of your realtor is to get you into homes that you feel meet your criteria. Now, if you have not shared that with your realtor and both you and them are out here blind leading the blind, then yes, it's going to take forever to find a home because you have not narrowed down what it is that you're looking for, what it is that makes you happy. That's essential before you even get into the car or make a showing appointment. You've got to know, friend, what you're looking for. And if you have this fear of, I'm scared to pull the trigger because I think something better is going to come on the market next week, and then you miss out on the home you're standing in that you do love, and you miss out because you want to see what next week brings, that's not the way to do your home buying process. If you found the it house, friend, if you know it, if you can visualize where your furniture is going to go, if you can see the family dinners on Thanksgiving and Christmas, then that's the house. Pull the trigger, make the offer. Don't put it off and say, well, next week, something else is probably going to hit the market that's going to be perfect. I just feel it. I feel like we're getting closer. I feel it, Trinette. I feel it. No, you don't. No, you don't. If I've already showed you, X amount of houses and they've all met your criteria, then you are not serious. you are just what we call looky-loos, meaning you love to look at homes. You're not ready to buy one. You only like to look at it. You only like the feeling that you're in the home buying process. You're not really in the home buying process if you've looked at 20 plus homes, if it's taking you 6 months. Unless you live in a market where it's a lot of scarcity, then that's different. I'm not talking to you. But if you have an ample amount of homes to choose from in your criteria and you still don't choose one, then you are just looking. You're not a serious buyer. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your realtor's time, and you're also wasting that seller's time, who is counting on you to be a qualified, willing, and able buyer if you love their home. Otherwise, why would they leave and let you come in? So don't be that buyer. And I always ask this huge question to my buyers. When I see that their lights are on, I see that emotion is starting to well up in them, and I know that this house has checked all of the boxes because we've had that buyer consultation on the front end, so I know what they're looking for. When I see that emotion start to well up and then they try to pack it back down, this is the question that I ask them. Friend, will your feelings be hurt? Will you be crushed if this home is no longer available? If somebody submits an offer tonight and that seller accepts their offer and this home goes away, are you going to be devastated? And if your answer is yes, then the answer is yes. Write the offer. It's the home that you want. It's what you love. It's the best that your money can buy. Write the offer. Now, if you say, nah, Trinette, I'm not going to be messed up if the house is gone, then of course that's not the it house for you. You keep looking. And then also, I have my buyers to give me a rating on each house that we are looking at, on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being the least likely to make an offer and 10 being the most likely. Like, I love this house. If you can't rate the house an 8, a 9, or a 10, then it's not the it house, okay? Don't compromise. Now, if homes are not meeting your expectations, then they're just not meeting your expectations. But if they are an 8, 9, or 10, then you really need to consider those properties and not continue to wait for something else to hit the market, because you may be missing out on the best thing that's going to happen in your budget for a long time to come. So you can't miss the bird in hand, or the bird, trying to reach for the bird in the bush, or whatever that saying is. A bird in the hand is better. You already got the bird. You already got the house. Don't try to reach for something else, and then you miss out on what's already in your hands. If you're standing in the it house, write the offer. You will know it once you get there. I promise you, every single time you know it. I'm always listening for the L word from my clients. That is, Trinette, I love this. I love the kitchen. I love the primary bedroom. I love this covered patio. I love the size of the bedrooms. I love this shower. I'm listening for the L word. And don't be afraid to use it. If you love it, then let your realtor know. This is the one. This is where I see myself living. This is where I can see us spending family reunions and picnics and holidays and just all the things, all the memories that families make in a house. You can see it. That's what I want you to know. I want you to know that it's okay to write the offer. Don't just be that buyer that's a looky-loo, because realtors, we put you in a bucket. It's either you're going to be hot, meaning you're ready to pull the trigger and write an offer. If you find the it house today, you are ready. Let's go. You ready. Or you're warm, meaning you are serious, but maybe you have to wait until your lease expires. Maybe you're going to be ready. You're going to be hot in 6 months. You're warm right now. You're starting the process. You've gotten pre-approved. You're just kind of sitting on your approval, waiting for your lease to expire. Then we're going to put you in the warm bucket. Or you're cold, meaning you're pre-approved and you've been looking at houses, but you want to pull the trigger. You want us to run you all over town and show you house after house after house. Then we put you in a cold bucket because we feel like you're not going to do anything. And before you know it, you'll hear from your realtor less and less and less, because it costs money to show you houses. It costs you money and it costs us money. And so if you're working with a great realtor, it does not take generally longer than 2 weeks to a month to find the it house. Now again, this is if we're in a really good market where inventory is sufficient for you to have multiple homes to choose from. That type of market, it doesn't take longer than 2 weeks to a month to find the it house. If your realtor has listened and if they have paid attention to what you need, then they should be able to take you to those homes without a problem. And then once you get there, then it's your job to decide which one you want and to pull the trigger. Okay, so again, this is a buyer type that we see often. The fear of missing out buyer. The I gotta see every house buyer. Don't be that buyer. Do your homework up front. Know what your must-haves are. Get some of your wish list items tossed in there, and then go out and find a great home. And when you do, pull the trigger. Write the offer. You can do this. I promise you can. I promise. I know you think you're going to be missing out, but you can do it. And listen, I would love for you to check out my video program for first-time home buyers. It's easy to listen to. It's just a series of videos that walks you through the home buying process step by step. Stuff that I really can't share on all these videos because it's just too in-depth. I've taken my time to record and put every single thing that I know about buying a home in these videos, and it takes like 2 hours just to watch all of it. So you hear the entire home buying process in about 2 hours. It's easy. It's easy to consume. You can find the link. It's affordable. It's only $25. You can find the link in the comments, and I would love for you to purchase that course so that you can be well prepared to buy a home. You'll know everything from financing to appraisals, inspections, shopping for the home, everything. I've included everything. I've held nothing back, only for $25. It's the cost of dinner, okay? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe. I'd love to continue to speak into your life, to pour into you, to help you on your home buying journey, and I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.